YouTube. Ah, there it goes. Sorry about that. YouTube's acting funny again. Hey, roll to YouTube though. My name is Pat, and this is a quick video. I'm gonna keep it quick as hell, and it's basically I've been frozen over here in Arkansas because of the ice storms and all that. Lost power and came back up. I watched a lot of TiVo, and since I've lost like a week's worth of programming, I had to find something to fill in the gaps. So my brother recommended watching this show called The IT Crowd. And wow, if you have not heard of this show and you like British comedies, or maybe you like Red Dwarf, or maybe you liked the show Spaced or whatever, or maybe you just like nerdy things in general, and you're looking like Futurama fans would probably like this too. Anybody who's into comics or whatever, or you know what, anyone who likes intelligent comedies at all, and it's very Seinfeld-esque. And once again, the name's The IT Crowd, and it's a really really good show. It's a workplace situation comedy, and the premise isn't that great. It's who cares, but it's a very fast and loose comedy. It's very wet humor, and it doesn't really stay rigid to the laws of reality. So it chooses flexibility and like comedy over reality any day, and it's really good. And man, there's I just watched like the first two seasons of it, and it's phenomenal. And I'd recommend anybody to go ahead and like look up this show. Once again, The IT Crowd, and give it a look. And I wouldn't depend on it coming to BBC America anytime soon because it's actually a cable show and not affiliated with BBC, so it's probably not going to ever show up. But man, let me see if I can just. I want to give an example to give you something to pique your interest. But like for example, their employers or whatever, they're employed by a multi-billion-dollar corporation that doesn't like know what they're doing. They're bumbling idiots, whatever. Like very workplace situational comedy, like The Office or Office Space, and their boss that gets put directly over them is this woman who has like no concept, clue, rhythm, or rhyme about anything technology. She doesn't know anything about phones or networks or computers, and she's put in charge of these IT people, and they're constantly ragging on her for not knowing about it. And I guess she gets Employee of the Month or whatever for this one episode, and she has to talk to the shareholders. And they said, "Oh yeah, we'll help you out. We'll write your speech so you don't look like a fool or whatever." And they were gonna pretend like they're gonna help her out, and instead they ended up sabotaging her, and they spend like a good 10 minutes like going back and forth about these horrible things they're going to decide to do to her in the speech to make her look like an idiot. And it's just funnier thing after funnier thing. And eventually, what they do is they get like a black box about this big with a flashing light on top, and they convince her that it's the internet, and that she was going to show it to the shareholders meeting. And it's just, oh man, it's so funny because I mean, even if you're not technically savvy, though, it's kind of I guess the humor is though that it's like this is how ITs feel like when they're talking to other people, and it's really a funny show, and I'd recommend watching it. I'm not sure where you can find it, or you might have to look it up. I haven't. I'm not gonna mention where I found it out online, but yeah, I've managed to find it myself. So I'd recommend going out, checking it out. It's definitely worth the watch. It's about as funny as Seinfeld. Thanks for watching. Try to keep warm.